Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? Peasant chat again. It's been really good that I say hello first, try to some subject matter, then get my intro in because it stays monetized. And the name of the game on YouTube specifically is to stay monetized. More money means more content, more cool shit coming your way, just like that. The F word seems to be the one that they really, really care about. So today we're going to talk about Toyota actually betting on solid state batteries for their EV program. Toyota before the last couple of months, they were all about hybrid, and making badass gas-powered vehicles and EV to give you choices and options. A lot of people criticized that move. They said, everyone's electrifying. You got to go the way Toyota's doing it. At the end of the day, Toyota's saying, we're going to do everything. And I really like that they're going to chase some solid-state battery stuff for the range, the power, and quick charging. We'll talk about that. I think Toyota is down the right path. We're also going to talk about Ford doesn't care about the drag racer. Now, I understand Ford is going to come out with a Boss probably and another GT500, and they might be pretty decent. But as it stands, what are they going to cost? $120, $80, $90,000 for a Mustang? You are on crack. You're bordering on Corvette money at that juncture. And at the end of the day, it's a better vehicle, stock for stock. Modifications, if it's able to be tuned, completely different. So as always, we'll do it live.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
And as always, we want to say thank you to the sponsors. That's right, the people that make it all possible, that keep the disco ball turning. DNA High Performance is fast becoming a legit powerhouse when it comes to the parts game. I wonder why. Thank you very much, DNA. Your success is my success and vice versa. We hope you take it all the way. Ultimate Header, ultimateheader.com. I had a guy reach out to me and say, I had Texas Speed headers. Then I bought Ultimate Header because of what you said. I put them side by side. It's not even close. It's like the two headers are made by different species. Ultimate Header. Caliber transmission, T56 about to go into the GT500. I saw a T56 guy in India or some Arab country run 197. Good for him. 2 Auto Solution. Go to his YouTube channel. He takes apart a GT500 motor that blew up. No, not tuned by Lund, but hey, that didn't matter. It's a stock motor. PMAS, Nick James. I'm going to talk to him, see if we can give away a cold air this Tuesday. We'll see what the deal is. PMAS, Nick James, thank you very much for reaching out, by the way. Parts Farm got me a radiator. He said, hey, I heard your notch needs a radiator. Got me a radiator. What a guy. That's how he sponsors the show. Parts Farm with the baddest logo on the planet. And Don't My Got Cookies, Don'tMyGotCookies.com, Don'tMyGotCookies_LLC for cookies. Let's get fat. Let's have diabetes. Let's really, really tax our immune system with cookies. That's right. If you're trying to work out, yeah, the best way to really screw that up is to get some cookies from the Don't My God Cookie people. So let's say hi to the people. We'll talk Toyota. We'll talk Ford, basically saying, who cares about drag racing? We're going to attract drifters with herpes because they apparently have money. Have you guys seen the stuff they drive? It's absolutely terrible. 2000 MCR, Garage Built Coyote, Monty 540, Dunn, Minibike Madman, Rich 50, Minibike again, Hunks Low, Teases Sikorsky, Jeremiah Rivera, and Andy Ali. The Wolf, EPA says morning peasants, aka Kings. Coyote Kelly, Wesley Stewart, Garage Built again. Elote the Long Way, that's right. Turviate eats elote the long way. Monty Rogers, 508 Josh, and James DeYoung in the house. Jeremiah Rivera, Alex, not to be a downer, but if you ever decide you want to make a small tribute to your dad, I respectfully would be interested. All your stories that make him seem like a real OG. There are certain things that should stay personal. You know what I mean? Like my dad is, was fucking awesome. Like I wish half of you were able to experience masculinity at that level. But I think it's kind of weird, in my opinion, to put him out there like that because he was a private guy and, only the close ones are gonna appreciate him. I'll talk about him here and there, but to make a whole tribute, it'll be difficult. One, I don't have a lot of info on the dude. He was like a nefarious character that just didn't want to be put out there. So I have pictures and stuff, but honestly, that's something I keep personal. But I appreciate you saying it, and I understand why you say that. I am not that important in the grand scheme of things to think that you guys would care about my dad. Not that you don't care. It's just like I'm no one special, And Dad, I think he did a great job raising one kid. The other two are fucking retarded. Mini by Madman, Jared Wells, David Parks, Robert Kenny, Monty Rogers. It looked a long way again. Robert Kenny again. Robert, and Robert. Jesus. TN, S197, EPA Grassroots, though. Phil Fez, Mini Bike, More Pubes, More Boost, Euro Trips and Rides. Gregory Leo, 20 for the recipe. Ashton, Brian Cobra, Whipple Cripple says, Alex, thank you for the content. One of the many reasons I super like all of your informational videos is the knowledge you bring. No one talks about difficulties of navigating the tuning process. Yeah, I get it. Donkey, Mini Bike, I looked a long way. We got the usual suspects here. You guys saying the right thing. One of the things, 661 Racing, thank you very much. I bet you have bad O2s on your shit. We'll see what the deal is. Which he's been having trouble with his car. It was running fine, tuning great. All of a sudden, it developed this miss for no reason. And we're trying to diagnose that. I think it's just something that doesn't show up on the logs, like an O2 or something like that. But we'll see what happens. If you guys are not really in the pocket with tuning stuff, you get fed the information by people that you think know something about tuning. If you follow people on Facebook, if you follow people on forums, if you follow people that maybe work for a company, they tout this absolute horse shit that you have no idea whether it's true or not. You're just like, oh, is that true? Yeah, you're badass. And the people in the know are like, man, shut up. Like, shut the fuck. Like, please stop it. Like, but you can't go out there and say, hey, everything these people are saying is absolute horse shit, because then you just look like a hater, and the people that don't know anything will defend them. They'll say, well, Alex, how dare you say that? He works for blah, 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 or she works for blah, 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 or this company. And then I go, you don't know. I catch myself. I go, you're right. You don't know shit. Like, you have no idea what happens in tuning. Like, I'm going to tell you guys, not many tuners know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't say I know what I'm talking about, but I recognize my deficiencies in tuning. And if I can absolutely call someone out on bullshit with details, and that person has been in the industry for 20 years, there's something wrong. And that's why I think I was able to make it in the tuning community. Again, I am not embraced by companies in tuning. Let's be 100% transparent. Tuning companies and tuners in general do not embrace me, except when it's time to talk shit on customers or something like that. Yeah, I wish, yeah. But the same people that pushed and tried to help and are the same guys doing the things that I accused others of doing. Stealing tunes, sucking off tunes, not knowing a goddamn thing about tuning. So I am not embraced by them. So what they'll do, you notice that they're quiet, because all I got to do is send you proof that they don't know shit, and I got that stuff. But what I try to do with the whiteboard stuff, trying to get to a point here, is really simplify and dumb down tuning. I am not giving you methods. I am not giving you theories. I am not giving you calibration details. I am explaining to you what a car is doing, what a car should be doing, how it works in my very simple brain. Other tuners will sit there and say very long-winded words so that it sounds awesome. And then you're like, wow, he must really know what the hell he's talking about. And then you go, no. Like, they really don't. Like, they'll say something like latency. They'll say something like HDFX. When at the end of the day, they understand it, but they don't know how to put it into application. Why is your shit surging? Oh, well, I thought you understood HDFX. I thought you understood how they blend together. I thought you understood cam timing. I thought you understood pedal enrichment. Your posts say you're a badass. But your tunes say you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So that's one of those things that I try to do with the whiteboard videos. I'm not here to call people out specifically. I'm here to try to dumb down the silliness that's going on out there. Love the content, says 5Blade. I've been looking into getting a new daily, and I've narrowed it down to 5th Gen ZL1 and a Gen 2 Coyote. What do you choose and why? What are your thoughts on the 5th Gen ZL1? I'm going to be honest with you. A Gen 2 Coyote, in my opinion, is probably a better choice. This is why I say that. The ZL1, while fine, it's going to need some help to to really get after it. Now, if you're talking about a daily, you're basically saying, I want a Gen 2 NA Coyote or a supercharged Camaro. I'm going to be honest with you. A better daily is by far the Mustang. By far. Visibility. Get in a ZL, get in any generation Camaro after 2010, 2009, whatever the latest, greatest, whatever, fifth, sixth gen, whatever. No, there's a sixth gen? Yeah, fifth and sixth. You get in them, you can't see a goddamn thing out of them. The window where you put your hand is way up. You go look in the back, all you see is interior. You don't see anything outside. The Cadillac Escalade probably benefits from that rear view camera just to get a blind spot situation handled. And it has all these sensors because the blind spots are pretty prevalent. Same thing with a Camaro. I really, really, really don't like the Camaro. I don't like how it drives. Now, if you got like a 1LE situation where it's like a performance package and it's got badass brakes and you like but then the problem is you're saying daily driver. I don't think anything with a really stiff suspension is a good daily driver. I think a Gen 2 Mustang is soft enough and sporty enough to be able to, do what you need. You're a supercharger, injectors, and a fuel system away from ass fucking any ZL1 with similar mods. A supercharged Gen 2, in my opinion, will destroy many, many, many ZL1s. Not all, but many. Tuners tell people what they want to hear instead of being realistic. Hyundai also set solid state battery going. Don't ask your tuner, ask a Facebook group. Well, the problem is this. Tuning is now, I think, and I love Steve Morris. I think he's very good about reading plugs and stuff like that. There's a lot of things I disagree with him on, but obviously he has way more experience than I do. I think tuning is not that difficult across the board. An engine is an engine is an engine, right? Fuel AFR or whatever wide open throttle watt lambda you decide to put on. I don't think compression matters all that much because it all depends on boost or cylinder pressure, right? Cylinder pressure. So if you have a 9-to-5 Coyote at 15 PSI, I'm going to give it the same watt lambda as a 12-to-1 Coyote at 10 PSI. Why is that? Why not? Like, unless I see a diminishing gain based on the AFR or the fueling at wide open throttle, and after I check plugs and look at the, because we ask people to pull plugs all the time. Like, a lot of people think, oh, you're just computer tuners. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so how many times have I said to people, pull the plugs, let's take a look at them. And then they send me pictures of the plugs. And I go, okay, it looks good. Like, right after a wide open throttle hit, shut it down, pull plugs, let's take a look at them, especially on pump gas. On E85, it's really difficult because it burns really, really clean. So you really have to, you can get away with a lot. It's like a fat kid eating candy. It's just like, give me all of it. So sometimes mechanically, you have to be careful. Just because the sensors are not knocking at 25 degrees on a 10-to-1 motor doesn't mean you should shove more timing down its throat. Same thing with the Corvette. I've seen a lot of people say, how much, why are you running it at 11.7? You could run these things at 12.5. Cool story, bro. I'm good at 11.7. I'm even better at 11.3 because it's safer, right? The plugs aren't stressing out. I'm not seeing the plugs get all black. The timing strap it's I don't want it to get into the threads. I want it at a certain spot. So I think a lot of people overcomplicate tuning. If you understand carbureted cars, I think you have a really, really good advantage when it comes to late model tuning. If you don't understand anything about carburetors and you call yourself a tuner and all you do is look at computer shit and never pull plugs, I might say, I don't want to get tuned by you. No offense. Gotta get me one of these Defund EPA shirts. Gen 2 Mustang is so comfortable as a daily driver, especially if you get those vented and heated seats. So anyway, let's get some article stuff and then we'll talk to the poors. I get it. You want to talk bull crap, but let's get this Toyota stuff out of the way because I thought it was really interesting. So right here, it says, still bullish on hybrids, will Toyota leapfrog EV with solid state? And these are the bullet points. Just as GM and Ford have left behind hybrid powered for EVs, Toyota could potentially leapfrog those conventional EVs with a solid-state battery platform. Toyota's philosophy is that the best way to cut carbon emissions is by a mix of EVs with more affordable hybrids, and plug-in hybrids have been restated for years. The automakers are working with suppliers to meet sourcing requirements to qualify for its vehicles for the Inflation Reduction Act's battery tax subsidies. And that's my issue. My issue with the whole EV program is it doesn't work unless you have tax incentives. And that's my issue with most of the EV stuff is you're going to say, I'm going to get it because government, AKA you, AKA the citizen, is subsidizing the EV program. And I think that's 100% bullshit. I think what should happen is it should live or die on its own. I understand you think that you're going to better the planet by shoving something down people's throat that is still not a proven thing. It's weird to me. Similar things with like anti-global warming initiatives that we're paying for. I'm like, bro, it's not settled science, because settled science is an oxymoron. Sorry. Toyota remains dedicated to a hybrid plug-in hybrid EV mix over a total commitment of battery electrics, even as Koji Santo prepares to replace Saiyan Akio Toyoda as the automaker's chief executive. We're not expecting a change, says Chris Reynolds, executive vice president, corporate resources, said chief administrative officer Monday in a Toyota Motor North America roundtable discussion with journalists. What Akio has been talking about is the same portfolio approach as Sato will produce. Misplaced presumption, whatever. Basically, Toyota is building a $5.6 billion battery for hybrids in North Carolina. Very nice. I like it. Okay, if Japan is doing stuff in the US, I'm down with that. Not China. Fuck you, China. So they're investing in solid state battery technology. And I think this is one of those things that Elon Musk is against because he's so bullish on the lithium stuff, that 4160 or whatever the hell battery he's got. So he's not going to talk positively about it because he is heavily invested in his lithium-based whatever battery. So you're not going to see him tout it. So I don't think Elon is right in everything. Obviously, I think Elon is a very, very successful and super smart individual, but he has been wrong about a lot of things, namely COVID. Plain and simple. He talked about the vaccine being unequivocally he said the science behind the vaccine is like irrefutable. And I went, that's when I started going. And now he is on Twitter saying stuff like, well, you don't have to take it and blah, blah, blah. And I got really sick on the second round of vaccines and stuff. And I was like, okay, then I can't listen to you, man. I just can't listen to you. That's like super important. So if you say anything about anything ever again, I'm going to look at it with a, kind of go, whereas before, depending on how you put across some information, I looked at it as law. I'm like, this guy knows what he's talking about. Boom. Now he's talking all the stuff that I'm highly against. And I went, Now, if Tesla starts retrofitting or investing heavily in a alternative materials battery that does not involve lithium, cobalt, and things alike, then watch out, because it can get really, really serious. Like, watch out. It can get really, really serious because we are at the cusp, in my opinion, of cars that are so stupid fast and stupid reliable that this is going to be the problem. And I'll give you an example. You don't think right now, in 2023, an automaker can make an engine that makes 500 horsepower, gets 40 miles a gallon, materials that last a very long time that are lightweight, but the problem is the cost. So let's say a automobile manufacturer wants to mass produce the best quality vehicles humanly possible. Powerful, maybe be a V6 twin turbo, because in my opinion, that's like the best of both worlds, right? Torque and horsepower. 4-cylinder, you're going to get horsepower, torque. A big engine, you're going to get both, but not efficiency. So in my opinion, V6 twin turbo is like, the pinnacle, right? The apex. But what does that vehicle cost? They can make that. So a super high quality vehicle that lasts a long time and just a very, very good. They can't do that because why? The same reason phone manufacturers don't make a insanely great phone that lasts 10 years and constantly updates in the background and has the best of the best of the best. Because why would they ever sell another phone? Like they had to throttle back iPhones that were good, I think the 5 and up, to make people go, okay, it's starting to wear down. Let me go ahead and get a new phone. And then the subsequent new phone isn't as good. With EVs, I think that's going to happen. I think there's going to be a point, and it's probably right now, where the plaids are so good, so reliable, so powerful, and they're probably going to last a long time, that people are going to say, well, why the hell do I ever need to buy another EV ever again? Like the Lucid Air and the Lucid vehicles are so good, super high quality, super fast, probably not the fastest, I understand, but it's a 9-second car at the top tier with all the right stuff, the brakes, the aero, the looks, the acceleration, the range, and the charge times. It has it all. It's $100,000+. It's big money. So eventually, manufacturers are going to start going, we got to make these to last 5 to 6 years, not 20. And you're going to start seeing cars that are EV, super cheap, perform pretty good, because the masses don't want a 9-second car. The masses want maybe a 12-second car that gets a 300-mile range and costs $35,000. That is the coup de grace. If you can be an EV manufacturer and make a car that is really reliable for 5 to 6 years, aka the life of the loan, go 12s, get a 3 to 350 mile range. There's your winner right there. But then every 5 or 6 years, you're going to have to constantly come out with a new design and get people to come on the car. It's like dealing drugs. You're not going to give someone that gets high for 3 days off of one hit. What? They wouldn't come back for a long time. So you want someone that gets high for a little bit, and then the next high isn't as good, then the next high isn't as good. Then you go back and you say, well, I cut this one with less gasoline and baby powder, so here you go. Don't ask me how I know that shit. Some people are too smart for their own good. Heavy duty, Kona Blue in the house. Captain Replay, have a good day, everyone. New cars suck. Gonna check some junkyards for a little project. Hyundai is doing great in that category right now. Now, you guys might make fun of them, but let's look. I understand. You guys, you might make fun of Hyundai. But let's look at their lineup. Let's look at what they have, the horsepower, how the cars look. Ian Martha, some guy made fun of Ian Martha, and I laughed at the guy. I laughed at the guy that made fun of Ian Martha. Ian Martha said, I need to be an adult. So it's time to, get me into a big Genesis. So he got himself into a big Genesis, got rid of his Z06. And people were like, oh my God, you're so stupid. Really? Where's he going to race? Where's he going to race this car? Where's he going to race the Z06? Nowhere in Palm Beach. He can't street race, can't do anything. So let's look at what they got going on for sedans. Hyundai, wow, wow, that's some good looking cars. They all kind of look the same, but I'm trying to look at like the Genesis, the Billy Badass stuff. Oh, wow, let me see. Show more. Let's see if we have, I think it was it's because Genesis is different. Sorry. Genesis branched off of Hyundai, and that's why I was trying to look for Genesis. Okay, let's look at what they got going on here. So Ian Martha ended up getting like a really nice Genesis. Oh my Lord, look at these. And have you seen the SUVs? Make fun of them all you want. They're actually pretty freaking nice. So what do they got here? Discover the GV70 electrified. No, I don't care. Let's see what's going on. How come I don't see go inside the all new G90? Bro, I don't think I need a G90, but geez, 375 horsepower, $88,000. But if you actually see the amenities that this comes with for the price, 3.5 turbo all-wheel drive. They have a V8. If I'm not mistaken, don't they have a V8 version still of the Genesis? Let me see if we can go back. Let's get models. Oh, Jesus. What is... Your website sucks. Okay, here we go. I think the G70 and the 80 are awesome. I'm not a big fan of the 90 and the 80 electrified, but I think the 80 and the 70 are awesome. So let's look at the 70 because there's one in the complex. And again, you guys probably, why are we looking at this? You don't think that's a good looking car? You could stunt all you want, but you don't think that's a decent looking car. $40,000, 252 horsepower. That sucks, but I think you can really build it to be, here we go. This one is 3.3 rear wheel drive, a 2.0 and a 2.0. So they're all rear wheel drive and 3.3. What else we got going on? 3.3 all wheel drive. Bro, what's going for $47,000? You guys got anything else? No, I think that's it. Let's look at the top of the line bullshit. 47,000. That's less than a Mustang. Way less. Alex, it's not the same. No shit. So this is not a bad looking car. I want to look for horsepower. Sport Prestige, whatever, sure. Colors, okay. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Let's look at the red. Looks really good, and the white. Nah, it looks like a rental. All right, let's do that. And then look at the interior options. Every time I choose a new color, new interior options pop up. Of course, when I do that, they really don't. Okay, screw it. Accessories. Wheel locks, mud guards. But anyway, what you're starting to see is Hyundai is less funny in terms of what they got to offer. And again, we're not here to stunt. We're not here to do Billy Badass stuff. How much is a G70 is comparable to, I think, some Mercedes brands and maybe some Volvo and Range Rover stuff. But again, they're doing the right thing. They're trying to get you the highest quality possible. Yes, it's a Hyundai. Yes, it's gay, but you don't care. It's your daily, right? Mustangs are $70,000. $70,000, guys, for a dark horse that you can't tune. And people are out there posting them on their Instagram and their Facebook as if to try to get like praise. Hey, look at me. I spent $75,000 on a highly optioned GT you still can't tune. That is literally an S550 with a different front end, tablets on the dash. Alex, you're just a hater. Yeah, I hate the fact that you spent money on an inferior vehicle because we're all in the performance game. Every single one of us and companies that I know or I'm affiliated with, we're in the performance game. So what is the performance of the dark horse going to be like? It is not going to be like the GT350, which is still the most powerful NAV8 Ford ever put out. Actually, yes, it still is. If I'm not mistaken, NA. A 16 to 20 GT350 is a way better vehicle than a dark horse. Maybe it doesn't have all the cute little animations when you change from sport to sport plus or to snow mode or to whatever. Ooh, but it makes more power. It's tunable. It handles great. It has huge, nasty brakes. And you guys are still out there touting stuff that is going to be probably locked down by Ford and easily reverts back to its base tune if a calibration change has been upheld. Or if a calibration change has been, the sensors say, hey, it should change. Oh, we detect a calibration change. Phone's home. Vicky sends a new software program. Reverts back to stock. Congratulations. You're paying crazy money for a car that is less capable than a GT350. Good for you, bro. Hey, you want me to praise you for that? Have at it. Meanwhile, for similar money, how much is an E-Ray? E-Ray price. Oh, gosh. Okay. Jesus. It's big money. 104,000. It's in a different league. So basically it's Z06 money. How much is a base Z06? How much is a base C8? Base C8 Corvette. $60,000. $60,000. A base C8 Corvette. C8. Oh, I don't like how it looks, Alex. Cool story. We're talking about performance here. We're talking about things that perform. A Corvette C8 is in the $60,000 range. But no, go ahead. Go ahead, buy a dark horse. Have at it. Fuck it. I don't care. Go ahead, buy a dark horse. I don't give a shit. Like seriously, you guys need to fucking grow up with that bullshit. You're buying a car for the clout. You're buying a car for the clout. You're not buying it because you think it's a better vehicle. Like, look me in the eyeball and say that a Dark Horse or a GT is better than the previous generation of the same exact thing. Or Fox body gauge mode. Oh, you know why it's better, Alex? Because I can make my gauges look like a Fox body. Oh, understood. You know what? You got me there. You can make the gauges look like a 30 or 40-year-old car's gauges. Oh, shit. Well, sign me up. By the way, shout out to, where is it? Nathan Juicens. Heyo. He found the clip. At 1 minute and 27. Why? I don't pay. What? Bro, I don't pay for shit, son. What are you doing? Okay, at 1 minute and 27 seconds of this clip, he found the clip that I have been searching for a very, very long time. Take a listen, kiddos. This is absolutely worth it.
I love Ryan Martin, and he got the best of everything. I know that I could beat him on the street because I'm more street. You just got to beat that fool.
I love Ryan Martin because he got great stuff. He got the best of everything. But I know I can beat him on the street because I'm more streeter.
Best of everything. I know that I could beat him on the street because I'm more streeter.
I'm more streeter. But the obviously the AI couldn't pick up Bayou language because it was like, wait, there's no way he said streeter, so we'll just put street. One more time.
Ryan Martin, and he got the best of everything. I know that I could beat him on the street because I'm more streeter.
I love you, bro. You're the best, bro. I know I can beat him on the street because I'm more streeter. Do you know what I'm saying? I know Ryan Martin got the best of everything. I love him, but I'm more streeter. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I am saying? God, love that shit. Streeter. Streeter. You just gotta beat that fool. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't even know, like, how. Maybe you don't. Imagine you talk like that, and then you go to, like, a, I don't know, 7-Eleven or a Kroger, and the person behind the counter goes, "How you doing, sir? Were you able to find everything okay?" And he's like, "Boy, what the hell is this girl saying? She's talking all sorts of weird shit." What? Honey, say that again? "How are you doing, sir? Did you find everything okay?" Where the hell you from, Yankee? Shit, you do you know where you is? Yo, you know one thing I didn't find? Is the gator tail. What's the gator tail and the gator dick? I'm finna do a ball today, and I can't be doing that without no gator balls. I'm sorry, sir, here at Kroger, we do not have gator balls. What kind of establishment is this? Like, what time did he think, does he ever sit down on his porch and he's rocking away and he's like, maybe I'm the one that speaks like a retard. Dude, you sound exactly like him. I drive my Fox body if I want to see the gauges. The thing is, as of today, you can tune these new online vehicles built in 10 years or so. Everything will be online, and someone else will be control who can drive. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, I don't care. I got a carbureted Fox. If there's an EMP tomorrow, I will change out the battery and the MSD 6AL, and I'll be able to drive that motherfucker. Meanwhile, you're trying to start your Dark Horse through the key fob. Please get that on the soundboard. I'll try it. The Dark Horse will be more trasher. Yeah, I think he got everything. But I got some trash. He got some trash, but I am more trasher. Talking all gay. Yeah, what are you talking like gay, man? What's up? Hey, man, we ain't into the LV, elemental P, Q plus F. Talk like a man. Where them boiled peanuts at? Hey, what? Man, where the gator dick and boiled peanuts? What? Maybe I gotta slow it down for you a little bit. Where's the gator dick and the boiled peanuts? The spicy one. You know, if you've eaten boiled peanuts in your life, you're a fucking retard. Like, I hate you. I hate your guts. Like, boiled peanuts is so cringe. It's like Puerto Ricans eating cane, sugar cane. Puerto Ricans will dead ass go to a supermarket, an ethnic supermarket, and you know which one that is, right? The one that has pineapple soda and grape soda when you come in. Oh shit, damn, I've been looking all over the place for this grape soda and pineapple soda and orange soda. Old Colony. So these sons of bitch, right? These sons of bitch, these Puerto Ricans, they go into this ethnic place, right? Where they got pig's feet, where they got all this pork brain. So, seso. So they're like, hey, where the hell is the sugar cane? And you're like, what? Caña, estoy buscando caña. Quiero masticar caña mientras camino por la calle, men. All right. So they literally give you what looks like a branch, right? And then you wrap it in like a paper bag and you chew on it like a fucking weirdo. Have you ever seen pandas eat bamboo? That's exactly how Puerto Ricans eat sugar cane. And they spit it out in a rural environment. Like downtown West Palm, Hialeah. These motherfuckers are chomping on sugar cane like it's cool. And then you come to Florida, and this guy you think is eating soup. It's a little hot to eat soup. Call me crazy. Like it's 88 degrees, the sun's hot, and you got soup. And then you go, nah, boy, there ain't no soup, there boiled peanut. What? This boiled peanuts, spicy one. You get it at the gas station next to the boner pill. Now, can you get a boner pill and boiled peanuts? Coming right up, sir. Sugar cane from the bodega is great. See what I mean? You guys think I'm full of shit. Boiled peanuts equals a teabagger. Wait till Dark Horse come out. You're going to have any guys trying to bolt on twin throttle bodies. Oh, yeah. Like every guy that okay, GT guys are fucking stupid. We all know that, right? But they're all stupid. But there's just levels of stupidity. When the 15 Mustang came out and then people put a Boss intake manifold on it, you're like, all right, cool. They made a little minimal gains, like minimal gains. But you have guys that will swear to God that it makes 40 more horse. I remember a post on one of those stupid forums like, wow, 40 horsepower from an intake. No. Then the 18 Mustang came out, and then they're like, oh my God, 500 more horsepower. And it made like 20 more, but at high RPMs, really high RPMs. So they were confused why it didn't feel peppy down low. Now, when the Dark Horse comes out, and a year or two later, there's going to be a couple of them that have crashed because they have a drift stick. They went to the local herpes meetup, aka drift events, and they're like, yeah, let's go get some herpes and watch cars slide. Oh, look, a Dark Horse. Fucking drift stick, bam, crashes. Parts Farm picks it up, sells the intake. Some puro pinche 956 a la verga cuz.
Puro pinche 956 a la verga cuz.
Says, órale, hoes, I understand your show. I understand it's all bullshit. But let's try it. Let's try it, man. Let's try a twin throttle body. A stupid motherfucker. Let's lock the IMRC while we're at it. And let's put not 2 cold air, Alex. I got a theory. 4 cold airs. You split them at the bottom. And I just go, what are your goals? Oh, man, I just want to try stuff. Because why not try stuff? Oh, that'll be $250. Oh, that's fucking bullshit, man. It's too much money. Dang, I gotta buy them pointy boots for the quinceañera. Well, sorry, it's $250. Ah! Do you guys take a firm? Yes, we do. Okay, nice. Now give us a Mexican joke. There you go. Shit. Thoughts on guarapo. When I lived in West Texas, sugar cane, it was like boiled peanuts. The battery in the Toyota is fairly small, and I was surprised when I saw it. Gator balls are good, though. Alex tuned my twin mono blade. But Alex, 6,800 RPM to 7,500 RPM is a 40 horsepower gain. Right. And it goes like this. Like, I love how people go, oh, look at the graph. Holy shit, look at the graph right here, man. And then you do an 8th mile race because you grudge race for money on no prep. You stupid fucking clown. Go grab a sugar cane and some grape soda and shut the fuck up. So, 60 to 70 miles. Yeah, I didn't feel a difference. Yeah, right. Pendejo. Estúpido. Oh, I love it. I love making fun of like ethnic stuff. It's my wheelhouse. It's literally what I was born to do. Like, you know, a lot of people were born with a really good arm, or they were born with like, I don't know, good at math, like math. I'm really good at ethnic shit. It's good stuff. X-Pied for the cold airs. I beat Hellcats with my MTD2 EcoBoost Mustang. I can't believe Ford is still going to proceed with the drift stick. Talk about reliability. Like RTR, I love you, and I actually like Vaughn Gittin because I think he's actually talented. Boy, no one gives a fuck about drifting. No one with money. Like, nobody with money. I mean, name me guys that drift that have money. They get a clap 240. They put bars on it. Shitty bars. Two Viate welds. They put an LS in it every single time. 5.3. Right? 5.3 or 4.8. And then you put the exhaust out the hood or up your ass. And you put a spark plug at the end of it with a flame kit, and you go drifting like a fucking broke ass bitch. And I'm like, cool. Because you know there is no winning in drifting. There's judging. There's no winners and losers based on who gets to the line first. And you could become famous in that drifting community by having, number one, the biggest herpes sore on your lip, or two, doing one trick that you tried 500 times at, but then you post it on Instagram Reels with like a cool like song in the background, like, and then you're like, you know, and then it took you 500 takes, and then they zoom in on your lip and you got this fucking sore, and you're like, oh, that guy's a real drifter. It's how they identify each other. You're at a Publix or something, or I don't know, Kmart. Do they have Kmarts anymore? And you're like, hey, honey, look at that guy's lip. Ah, yeah, he's dirty. No, he's a drifter. Oh, shit. Put nitrous on one throttle body and a Pro Charger on the next throttle body. Al, it's looking like this will be a year for Boost. Gen 1 manual, just looking for fun. Scary weekend car? Which blower makes the most sense, PD or wait for ESS? Look, power now. You get yourself a Whipple front feed 3.0 or a VMP Gen 2R. I repeat, Gen 2R. Not a Gen 3, not a 2650, a Gen 2R, or a Roush 2.3 liter supercharger that came on a 15 to 17 car. Fuck the VMP Gen 3 on a stock bottom end Gen 1. Really, really makes no sense. Five Blade says, thank you, Alex. I should clarify. Looking for a daily that will likely become a weekend car. Reason I'm comparing ZL1 to a Gen 2 is the price similar, about 30-ish. Grand Sports are 40-ish too. Well, you're going to get into a supercharged ZL1, 1.7 or 1.9. Wait, Gen 5? If it's the same price, I'd still do a Gen 2. I love you, bro. I still do a Gen 2 Mustang. Call me crazy. I would still do a Gen 2 Mustang over a Gen 5 ZL1 because you're a supercharger kit and fuel away from destroying what ZL1s can do. Similar mods. Now, some of them are really, really quick, and I'm not going to deny that. Some of them are ridiculously quick. But you need head cam. Okay, you don't need a cam, but you need a lot of boost, a lot of meth, probably heads. I don't know. Look, I'm not psycho. I think Gen 2 Mustang is so freaking desirable. Like, if we want to put it in Fox body terminology, I think the Gen 2 Mustang is a 92 GT. Gen 2 Mustang is a 92 GT. The most desirable year Mustang. 1 year before they went to the Hyper, Eutectic, whatever Pistons, they were still forged in 92. And people, to this day, look for a 92 Mustang. How often do you see people get tunes through a firm? Well, what they do, I don't know that, Luis Tavares. I don't know 100% what payment method they use, but if they got anything through Lethal, they got anything through American Muscle, Late Model, all that, they probably use the firm 90% of the time. Alex, have you been hit up on the new Holly Hiram? Yeah, people think it's like revolutionary and it makes like the same power as a Cobra Jet would. Like the same people that are like, oh my God, did you see Holly came out with a brand new intake? Are the same people that looked at the Gen 2 CJ as like an upgrade over the Gen 1 CJ intake. I'm like, no, like minimal. It's just, remember Edelbrock's failure of an intake? Remember that thing? Didn't Edelbrock, Coyote intake manifold. Now this thing, $1,600. Ha! With a stock throttle body, like NA guys looked at this. Of course, Affirm is right front and center. Not that I want to give them any fucking shine, but it's just a picture. So this thing, you want to talk about a dud. You want to talk about a failure. Whoosh. I mean, like the worst. Let me see if there's another one. Yeah, and they have a stock, and I think they were trying to sell it as a boosted manifold, like a plasma man or something. I think this is made out of metal, aluminum. Yeah, aluminum black powder coated multi-port Ford, a dud. 16, like nobody bought this unless you're like stupid as fuck and retarded. If you bought that, vaya con Dios. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Tú eres un pendejo. Nobody wins when you go wide open in your EcoBoost. The worst sounding engine I've ever heard in a long time. And my background was turbo four bangers. Right. The guys at Fat House were Evo guys. And if you get an Evo, what is it? 8? Is it Evo? I would still get like an Evo 8. Yeah. Evo 8. Was there a 9? Yeah. Oh, Evo 9 looks really good. 06 Mitsubishi Lancer 9. And the 10 is the shitty one, right? Yeah, fuck the 10. So like an 8 or a 9, an Evo 8 or a 9, in my opinion, like this one specifically, badass. I like them very much. That is beautiful, right? If you are a car guy, forget, brand loyalty and bullshit. Badass rides, just badass cars. These little things with a dog box, boost, they're like low 5-second 60 to 130 cars, maybe 4s easily. Roll cars. Now, a lot of people don't like these because the trans wasn't awesome stock and this and this and that. But these cars were light years above what EcoBoost is now. EcoBoost Mustangs are fucking gay as shit. And the Fat House guys were into the Evo stuff before they got into the GT350 stuff, and they became literally the best at it. Like, there is no better. And Lucas says, they got into that stuff. EcoBoost sounds like fucking trash. They're not strong. At least the Evo was strong for what it was, and you're literally a couple of upgrades away from it being freaking fast and pretty easy to work on. So they know what they're talking about when it comes to that. And there's still really fast Evos out there, like really, especially down here. Have you seen anyone getting tuned on the MMR NA manifold that is $2,700 insane? I love people that buy a Plasma Man NA. Those are my favorite. My favorite guys on the planet are guys that buy a Plasma Man and are NA. Thoughts on the new Harley Hiram? Yeah, right, exactly. It's stupid. Ford makes the engine so efficient that any intake manifold really doesn't make much power in stock. Right, but they don't want to hear that. People think that they're mad scientists out there. They think that they're gonna do something that no one else has ever done. And it's like, bro, shut up. Everyone has done everything. Everyone has done everything. There is nothing left to uncover. Oh, I got this special porting program and special cam timing that's really going to revolutionize the shit. And it runs 12.1 at 118. And no one gives a fuck. Love the Evos. Mike H. just got out of his 40-hour-a-week job. No, that's someone else, isn't it? Evo A is one of the 2 or 3 tuner cars I would want. My built 4G63 all turbo Eclipse. Yep, great daily driver, fun car still. You make my Sunday mornings better every week. Thank you. Unicorn RTR. Just run it BS like Turvey says. Okay. Intake manifolds are my forte. Yeah. So I mean, I don't fuck with EcoBoost stuff. And remember, okay, I'm gonna tell you. I told you guys. Stag Mode, when he was like young and like not so gross, came up to me at the American Muscle Car Show, and he was doing it. And I think the video is out there somewhere. If you go back when he used to be like EcoBeast, why'd you name yourself EcoBeast? Because there's a sport mode, a track mode, an ice mode, a drag mode, but there's no EcoBeast. And he's like, tell me, why don't you like the EcoBoost? I go, well, number 1, they're gay. Number 2, you can't make much power without blowing them up. The rods are $20 for a reason. Stock, they blow up without a catch can. If you have a catch can in stock and you try to turn up the boost, they explode. Where do you want me? They're direct injected, so you need a multi-port fuel injection that is aftermarket, like running with mini squirt, to be able to supplement enough fuel to make them things go a fucking number. Where do you want me to stop? That's enough. You have said enough. Son of a bitch. You know, I liked him. And then I met him in person and he told me the truth. And from then on, I decided no more EcoBeast. I have now turned to Stag Mode. It was his origin story, in my opinion. You know, I think, you know, when you think about it, I think I turned him away from EcoBoost because I said they're gay and you're gay for liking them. And he's like, wait a minute, what? Did he just say that I'm gay because I like EcoBoost Mustangs that are not mod friendly? I gotta look into like Vegeta or something. Vagina, Super Saiyan. Becoming Super Saiyan. I gotta make a clip like that. Let's see videos where they just scream for about an hour. What the hell did I just click on? Oh my lord, guys. You guys are weird with your anime shit. You guys are semi-gay. Turning Super... Oh, come on. Turning Super Saiyan. Goku go Super Saiyan for the first time original.
It's everything you wish for.
Why? Dude. Oh, I'm not signed in. Okay, that's why I'm not signed in. God damn.
Side traffic.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why am I not signed in? Weird that I'm not signed in. Here we go. Let's see. This is Stag Mode after I told him that EcoBoost sucked. He has become Super Saiyan. He is now Stag Mode. EcoBeast has become Super Saiyan. Has become Stag Mode. Stupid. I can't watch them shows. They're so weird. If you like anime, you're a fucking weirdo. You probably go to drift events. You're fucking weird. Sorry. It makes no sense. It's just guys fighting in the air for no fucking reason. Stupid. They are weird. Something just snapped. I didn't care anymore. Stang Mode. Alex, what are your thoughts on the... Alex, that's a badass shit you're rocking. Thank you very much. Alex, what are your thoughts on the... Okay. You're gone. Here we go. Let me see. Hide user on this channel. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. And this guy said something about the worst origin story I've ever heard. Even the first Deadpool origin story was better. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? Without a video, I'd say you're watching something else. Pick the right video. Bruce Faulkner is the greatest. Okay. Yeah, it's literally that. Like after I tell him that, oh fuck, I can't believe he said EcoBoost, you're gay. I literally named my channel after that. Like there's nothing beastly about ecos. Like what is the What is the beast on eco stuff? It's economical. Economical. An economical beast? What are you, is it Jim Cramer? The guy that does stocks and he's wrong about them all the time? Oh, my Lord. What, did Turvey actually wake up? Oh, my Lord. Unreal. Good morning. Damn, y'all. Almost overslept. What you mean almost? It's fucking 10:25. It's 10:25, bro. Like, people have gone to the gym, the beach, have gotten a run in, made a bagel, had their coffee, read the newspaper, watched news, and you're like, oh, man, I can't believe it. I almost overslept. I could have had the whole day go by. Waking up early is not my forte. I like anime, and I'm literally driving to the strip as we speak, so you're double gay. Like, anime. Yeah, grown-ass men liking anime. What is wrong with you? Like, grow up. Like, take your Dragon Ball Z shit and throw it right in the garbage, you clown. Stupid ass. The motor is beast about eco sports. Eco poop to me. Yeah, I overslept like 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So you set your alarm clock to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9:30 Louisiana time. Just fry up some gator balls and you're good to go. Fraggle Rock reference probably lost on this room. I might be weird, but my couch might touch the wall, but I'm mo streeter. Would you drive a race by 10-second EcoBoost Mustang? Fuck no. Why would I do that? Why would I drive a 10-second EcoBoost Mustang? I go, Where is it? Where's wet? Here you go. There you go. Whoop! 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 Piece of shit. Fuck that car. Only had Fords 24 years. Tomorrow, I purchased new daily Infiniti Q50 Red Sport. The build quality of the Infiniti is what caught me off guard compared to a Ford. I'm watching Naruto. I love you, Alex. Like, why? What do you get out of it? Like, do you learn anything? Do you learn anything by watching anime? What do you learn? That you have same things in common as a 7-year-old somewhere? Cool. I mean, whatever. Watch whatever the hell you want. Just, you know. Do you imagine you have a boyfriend, you're a woman, and this guy's supposed to defend you, and he's watching some idiot yell for about 5 minutes and turning into like some blonde-haired weirdo, and you're like, this guy can't defend me. Actually, he probably can, because he's probably one of those guys that has a gun. What's wrong with guns, Alex? Nothing. The best are drift cars with the anime wraps. Yep. Anime wraps, Nyan Cat, all that shit. Weird gayness. You know, anime characters hanging off of your bumper so that it's dragging right by the muffler. And you're like, oh my God, people are totally going to get this joke. I got Pikachu and Charizard and all this bullshit hanging off of my BMW. Wow, you're fucking cool. No, you're gay. You're gay. You're telling everyone behind you that you're a homo or a child. You're a child or a homo. I tasted lotion on the cookies I ordered. Don't know if it's lotion, his lotion or hers. It's pretty funny. 627 in UAE. So many clips on this show. Stock Gen 1 with TVS gaps that eco all day. Like a no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't, because once I hit the scramble, you're definitely going to scramble something. They get a chub. Damn, the dude is angry about anime lovers for no reason. Uh-oh, we got an anime lover in the house. You can tell me to stop watching when it make more than me, about the $250,000. I don't know what the hell he just said. I just think you guys are weird and gay. That's okay. Appreciate you. Appreciate the money. Appreciate the membership. I have weird gay fans. It's okay. And followers and supporters. That's okay. That you're weird and gay. I don't care. Put anime on your shit. Put Goku on the side of your car. See how women get wet for that. The guys in high school who would tell you before a fight, and just get knocked out. Like, I was around during the Street Fighter era, and it's similar, right? It's similar. based characters based on their powers and stuff. I never once thought I was Sagat. I never once thought I was Dalism. I never thought once I was Bison, Ken, Ryu, Guile, Chun-Li. What's wrong with you? I never wore a Street Fighter shirt. I like playing Street Fighter when I was a kid. Now as an adult, I don't care. I go, it's nostalgic, but you're like, it plays in the background and it's okay, but it's like, nah, I don't care. Like, I just don't care no more. I work at Ford and a dude came in to service an EcoBoost with an anime girl shirt 40-year-old man. Strange stuff, right? Those are the guys where Chris Hansen goes, oh, take a seat. Why don't you take a seat, you anime fucking weirdo? Because you like cartoons as a grown-ass man. And that's okay. I like South Park. Fine. But I don't sit there and like wear a South Park shirt. An anime, like if you go to the gym with Goku, anything, Pikachu, anything anime, you're fucking weird immediately. You know the names? Nerd. Of course, they're everywhere. Alex, I'm still yapping about this topic. What would you say is the biggest disadvantage of the 5th ZL1 faces compared to the Gen 2? I know they're heavy for starts. There you go. Right off the bat. The weight. Gen 6s are lighter, right? And Gen 5, if I'm not mistaken, is LS based, not LT, right? Let me see. Gen 5, Camaro. Fuck me, now I gotta look at this. Yeah. Oh my God, they're so gay. Jesus Christ, they're so gay. ZL1. They're not my favorite, man. I wouldn't get one. I wouldn't touch one with a 10-foot pole, man. No offense. I just, like, I'd rather get a Z28. I think that's cooler. Maybe, but I wouldn't daily drive a Z28. That's crazy talk. But it's a cooler car, right? Like a Z28, in my opinion, is a cooler car. But the C5, I'm sorry, the 5th generation Camaro ZL1 is nothing special in my opinion. I would do a Gen 2 Mustang all day, every day. These are just not. They're ugly. They're ugly, and they're just not. Stupid Bumblebee shit. Like, it's stupid. I hate these cars. They're dumb as shit. It's stupid. And the 5th gen, the 6th gen is better. 6th gen actually looks pretty good in my opinion. Would I buy one? Fuck no. Like, this is night and day. This is literally what the Mustang designed after. This is literally, the Mustang looked at this. The Dark Horse and S650 people looked at this and said, let's make something that closely mimics this vehicle. What are you talking about, Alex? Oh, I'm sorry. You don't think it looks like it? Bullshit. It looks pretty. Now, this is a way better looking vehicle than the 5th gen. Call me crazy. You might not think so, and that's fine. But I just think it's a better vehicle. So if you're going to say a 6th gen, that's different. But a 5th gen, you can fucking take that thing and put it in the weeds. I don't care. Just get the GS. Yeah, Gen 5 is very heavy, says LXX. What do you think about the 6.2 LT1? I don't know much about it, to be honest with you. That'd be like an Alec Bledsoe question. I don't know much about it. I don't know what kind of rods, pistons, compression ratio, nothing. I don't know anything about it. I like Dragon Ball Z because it's so nostalgic. Childhood. Yeah, memories. Yeah. Same. Hey, I watched Looney Tunes growing up. I watched Bugs Bunny. I watched Elmer Fudd, Foghorn Leghorn, Yosemite Sam. You don't see me watching that as an adult and wearing the shirts. You just don't see me with Fred Flintstone shirts and Pebbles shirts. You just don't see me putting Looney Tunes Daffy Duck on the car. Imagine I put Daffy Duck on the car and you laugh at it and you're an anime fan. Could you imagine if you're an anime fan and you look at a guy put Bugs Bunny on the back of his car and go, what a homo. I got Goku on mine. You're equally gay. You're right. The Coyote and Roadrunner. Like, people still do that. And when I go to a show and I see a guy go, he put a Roadrunner sticker on a boss because it's not a Coyote. It's totally different than the Coyote. Like, hell, shit doesn't even bolt on a Coyote. Shut up. Oh, it's not a Coyote. Don't call it a Coyote. It's a Roadrunner. Well, it is, Alex. Okay, well, let me take these Roadrunner heads. Oh, crap. They fit right on a Coyote. Let me take this Roadrunner crank and go, oh my God, it fits right on a Coyote. Let me take these Roadrunner cams and go, oh my God, they fit on a Coyote. Shut up. Motherfuckers think it's like completely different. Looney Tunes was my childhood. Leaving like a watch later. You get so upset. You think I'm you think I'm genuinely upset? Like mad, like in the bottom of my heart, angry? No, it's just he thinks I'm angry. It's the same thing. He's like, no, it's not. It's not the same thing. Yeah, it is. Look, I'm gonna be. If you want to be a real what do you call it, hipster about it? If you want to be a hipster about anime, when I see one of these on your car, I'll give a crap. When I see Transor Z on a sticker somewhere, okay? When I see Transor Z somewhere on your crap, I go, okay, then I'll give a crap. I'll go, all right, you're gay, but you're like hipster gay, right? But you don't have Transor Z anywhere. What the hell's Transor Z? That looks so gay. Oh, really? Mazinger Z? Alex, you're a nerd. Yes, but I don't wear the shirts. Or put them on my car. Because I'm straight. Alex, start banning people for liking gay cartoons as an adult. Have you driven a manual Mach 1 yet? I would like to get your review. Yes, drives just like a GT. Hey guys, how you doing here? We're going to drive a car that resembles nothing than a Mustang GT. I mean, it's totally different. It's a Coyote motor with a 350 intake, 350 cold air, 350 throttle body, manual. Revolutionary. Oh my God, I'm going to go what? Oh, totally different than a Mustang. Same fucking car, same shit, same. It's same. It's all the same shit. Same. Let me get into a Mach 1. Oh, look, it has different colors and different wheel options, and it says Mach 1 on the dash. Let's drive it. Hell, it drives exactly like my GT did. Hey, did you see if Ford's still trying to raise price on the Lightning? Unbelievable. Who's still buying them? See, the problem is we have a math problem. So you saw that Ford did something, in my opinion, hilarious. They separated their branding, okay, passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles, EV stuff. So passenger vehicles, $9 billion. Commercial vehicles, $7 billion. EVs, -$3 billion. If that statement isn't jarring enough, and that is earnings, not profit. So obviously negative isn't the negatives, but the 9 and 7 billion is what they sold. But what is your profit? What is your profit for that year? Probably not good. So if you have 3 machines and one is constantly performing in a negative, are you going to say, let me take these 2 machines here and keep really ramping them up? Actually, my bad. Let's take these 2 machines over here and start making less of them. We're going to start making less of these machines over here that make money. We're going to have less product, less quality, less availability on those 2 machines so that we can make the machine that's losing money earn something. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And when you simplify it like that, but the problem is these guys get into verbal gymnastics, right? They do the verbal pommel horse, the verbal uneven bars, and the verbal floor exercise. They go, well, when you actually look at the output of the incentivization program of the union guidelines of the, and you're like, bro, these 2 are making money. This one isn't. Okay, let's raise prices. No, that's not how it works. You can't tell me that a truck that caught fire at a factory and burned the house down is justified somehow raising the price on that vehicle. because you have to turn out a profit on it. And the only way that truck sells is if you have some kind of incentive to buy it, aka a tax write-off. There is no incentive to buy a Lightning that doesn't perform good, gets terrible range towing, and catches on fire. No, we fixed the problem. What was the fix? We raised the price. Well, how the hell did you fix the problem? Quick question. Well, ID1000 supported Gen 2 on 50 pounds of boost. It'll be close. It'll be really close. Kelly Garcia, if I were you, I would definitely look into 1300s at least. Take that, Elon Musk. Exactly. Hey, Elon Musk, I see you have a 9-second plaid Model S, 9-second plaid Model X, a Model 3 that runs 10s or 11s, and a Model 3 base that gets 290 or so miles per charge. You also have a Model Y that is being produced at an insane rate. But you know what we have? We have a Lightning that catches on fire.
Take that, Elon Musk.
Oh, well, shit. I mean, watch out. I hear some crazy stuff that's going on out there. Like it's bizarro world. Up is down, down is up. And left is right, right is left. And you're like, you are losing money. Hand over, as quick as they make it, they lose it. And they're like, oh, it's startup problems. It's all good. Like Rivian's going to have the same issue. Rivian is going to eventually go, well, there goes that. We don't have enough vehicles to sell at current pricing structure to pay for themselves if we sold all of them. If we sold every single Rivian for an additional $20,000 each, we'd still be in the hole $1 billion. Who would ever go for that? What are you waiting for? It's a loser. Now, if someone like Toyota goes, oh, we have seen you guys fail at everything. We have seen this battery technology does not work. That truck catches fire. And then they go, let's step back and go, let's make something that works. 300-mile range. No tax incentive, right? $35,000. Really high quality. Like Hyundai, again, we're making fun of Hyundai, but don't they have an Ioniq something? 5? I know you guys are like, oh, it's gay, it's stupid. Okay. Like, what do I mean? Hyundai Ioniq 5? Ioniq? Okay, here you go. It's, it's an EV, but they're going after the Model Y, right? You might say it's gay because this is not what you like, but Americans love this. Americans eat this up. A mid-size SUV that gets 303-mile range, 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive, $41,000. Like, the numbers make sense, right? The numbers make sense. And the highest one is, I wouldn't even bother. I would get the rear-wheel drive 303 mile if you don't live in anywhere cold. But obviously, these are just highly optioned. But you're going to get an electric SUV that competes with the Y at $41,000? Model Y. Jesus. So what's a Model Y? Which is what they're going after. 330-mile range, all-wheel drive. And I think this is 65 to 70. Let me see. Let's see the base model, $54,000. The performance is $58,000. So Hyundai is going after this. Oh shit, where is it? Hyundai is going after this. So so that's what people want. The red one. Let's get the red one. The red one's badass. Yep, there you go. Or blue. Yep, there you go. $58,000, $60,000, and Hyundai has one that's 43 and has similar range, similar power, similar everything. I mean, how could Toyota's gonna sit back and go, when we come out with something that's EV, it's gonna be comparable and desirable. Is it a hybrid? No, I don't think it's a hybrid. I think it's a fully electric, the Ionic. They're trying hard to keep up with Elon. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you, Nitrogen Bias Play. Appreciate you very much. Send all the lightnings to Russia. Any point of running 94 octane, a Gen 3 stock tune? Can ECU raise timing? Slightly, but not enough to notice, to be honest with you, Ray. If you have good quality 93, it's not worth getting 94. He's going to say Gen 2, King Daddy, Daily Driver. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know why he keeps talking. Hey, Carter Peasant Chat, Speed Up Garage. And from Australia, where's Tony? Tony's literally sleeping. He's chilling. Yo, Alex, have you heard about the T3 truck from Ford? Yes, a smaller version of a Lightning. Look, all you have to do is look at what they've done with the Lightning. And if they're going to carry that down to a smaller vehicle, I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Guys, I'm not touching the Mustang with a 10-foot pole. Like, I get it. You guys are, you just hate on Mustang because you can't afford it. Okay, keep playing that game, the I can't afford it game. I want control. I want performance. I want something that I can tweak on and mess with. And if I cannot grab a brand new Mustang and immediately tune it, I am not interested. Just like that. I'm just not interested. I would rather get into a GT350. I'd rather get into a Viper Gen 5. I'd rather get into stuff that I can tune and afford. I got into a Fox body, which is pretty affordable to tweak on it, and it's carbureted stuff. So, I'm not interested in chasing brand new clout stuff just for the sake of having it if I can't tune it. Like a lot of people that bought a C8 Corvette. How many of you saw YouTubers buy a C8 Corvette and then sell it before they even did a damn thing to it because it was untunable? It was untunable. They said, wait a minute. The DCT isn't accessible? Correct. The car has to be tuned via fuel tech for it to do anything? Correct. The axles brake stock at a sticky track? Correct. I'm going to sell it. I saw something on Lexus. I think it was 450 something that had drive-by-wire steering. They aren't playing about cars repossessing themselves. I think a non-Tesla is, because I think a non-Tesla is gay, good, rational, or desperate review, can't tell. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm saying, I think Teslas are awesome, but I also think the Hyundai, out of all the manufacturers, probably is on the right path in terms of EV competitiveness with the Model Y stuff. At the end of the day, I don't care. Yep, Cleater sold it. Yeah, he had that blue one, right? I remember seeing him with a blue one, picked it up, sold it. What are your categories? Okay, what are you doing? Toyota internally have always pushed hybrid and hydrogen over EV. Former employee. Thank you, Speed Up Garage, or Speed Up Garage. Yeah, I love the hybrid stuff and I love the hydrogen stuff. They're doing everything. I love that they're not saying we're just going to concentrate. I think Ford is making a massive mistake in dumping ICE for a full-blown EV effort. Where hydrogen, and I know people say, well, it's not viable. Give me the option. Give me the option. I don't care what you're pushing down my throat. Hey, yo, give me the option. What if I want a hydrogen vehicle that performs great and has net zero emissions? Well, you still need oil changes and yeah, but the infrastructure of the vehicle is already built in. You already have assembly lines that have this stuff easily configurable, except the fuel cell. As opposed to building a brand new factory from scratch and hoping it takes off. Imagine that we are blindsided by something really easy as a EMP style weapon. Like, imagine we are completely blindsided one day if we have an attack on our electric grid, if Russia, China really wants to fuck with us. They would attack the electric grid strategically to make sure that even if other areas are supplementing, the highest populated areas are the most affected. Remember about 10 years ago where New York was done when the power went out? Done. Dark. Nothing. Gone. So now every single one of your vehicles is dependent on the electric grid, unless you got solar powered stations somewhere, to supply every or the majority of vehicles with juice. Alex, modern vehicles run on My carbureted car starts, EMP or not. Got an extra MSD 6AL. Go ahead and start your Model Y, your 3, your Plaid, your Ioniq, your anything. If it is fully electric, go ahead. Show me what's going to happen. Stop it. Weird. It's a weird thing. Points ignition, guys. Time to shine. And what happens when the world comes to crap? What happens when everything comes crashing down? That crazy nut job with carbureted crap in his garage, you're going to be sucking his dick. Hey, I need to get somewhere. Whoa, this doesn't have air conditioning, honey. Yeah, but it runs and drives. Oh, so now you need me, bro. Guys out there with their sandpaper on the point. Putin ain't got shit on this. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because I think that's a huge blind spot that people just aren't realizing. Stanford released a study saying to maintain the grid, people need to stop charging overnight. Porsche, with their synthetic fuel factory fort in Chile, I had a lot of fun with the stock C8 for a half hour in Vegas, but I could see the power getting old quick. Whoever makes the most affordable replacement battery will win the EV market. They have a manufacturer that has a replaceable battery, and it is automated. They drive up, it unbolts the battery, and bolts back in. So there are, in scooters like in Korea or something, you scooter, and there are these charging pods, and you put yours in, you pay a fee, and then 2 batteries pop out that are freshly charged. Not yours, but a replaceable, like buying a replacement battery. You go there, plop your 2 in, and it's like your fuel. Imagine you taking your fuel tank out and in quickly and easily, and they're all the same. They're all configured the same, and they all have these stations where you can just have the same size battery go in and out of scooters nonstop, and you pay a very small fee for a charged up battery. My issue is if there's ever anything going on with the electric grid, it's going to be a problem. Okay, there's a Gen 2 and stay away from the greater community. Yeah, okay. 5-blade. Okay, what is 5-blade talking about? Is 5-blade still talking about stupid cars, bro? Stop. Okay. One problem is that the government has shown that these big corporations and banks are too big to fail. Who cares? Yeah, can manually pump it out of the tanks. I'm selling whole home generators like candy here in Texas. They aren't taking any chances. Very smart. Think about it as forklifts. If you drive a forklift, you have a propane tank, and your tank is done, shut the valve, unscrew it, grab another tank, put it in, and go. And then imagine that tank, while you have it in that box, it fills up. Same thing. Same thing with forklifts. Forklifts actually stop and you charge them. But the tank situation, I think, is best comparable by like propane tanks on forklifts, where you run a Toyota forklift all day, and then, or half a day, depending on how big your dock is. And then you just replace tanks all day. Then some guy comes in, refills them. It's similar like that. Thank you, Tyler. Like a propane exchange. I wish I still had my 82F 250 4-wheel drive steel bed, 4-speed granny first. Alex, are we getting Lund hats? Ed, eventually. Boy, if only people knew. If only people knew. Propane exchanges are whack. They don't fulfill the tanks. I've proven it. Okay. I still have my dwell meter for the points ignition. Wow. Jim Farley just got a big bonus from Ford. Why are you getting a bonus when you are doing everything wrong? Who does he have pictures of? He has to have pictures of like a big executive somewhere banging hookers. Like, dude, you are awful at your job. In every interview, I could poke holes. I want to interview you, bro. And it's going to be adversarial. You won't do it. You won't do it. You're going to get softballed. Your publicist or whoever the fuck handles you is going to be like, hey, some Puerto Rican guy that used to be super duper Ford, still is super duper Ford, but pre-2020 period, wants to interview, like, what the fuck are you doing? No, I'm good. I want softball interviews. Tell us what the future is for Ford. Mr. Farley, how'd you feel when your Lightning that you said this
Take
about
that, Elon Musk.
caught fire to the whole motherfucker. Well, we're experiencing challenges everywhere we go, and this is a startup within this company's a startup within a big company. So there's gonna be growing pains or fires.
Take that, Elon Musk.
And why the hell did you say this?
Take that, Elon Musk.
The interviewer last 2 seconds and he'd walk out. He's getting a bonus because he's doing everything wrong, right? Farley clapping cheeks at Ford, right? Unreal. Ford is the Ukraine of the car world. He has pride because he didn't lose $5 billion, only 3. Okay. I'm sure you're anxious to get in the GT500 and finally shift gears in it. Do you think you might keep it then? No. Once cars in ECU's modules had to be programmed and not just swapped from like a year, will make keeping them running nearly impossible. A lot of owners from 08 to 15 cars are learning this. Once cars had ECUs and modules that had to be reprogrammed and not just swapped from year, okay, will make keeping them running nearly impossible. Correct. A lot of owners 08 to 15 cars are learning this. Yep. He's at the forefront of that shit. He gets it. He's literally worse than Chris Farley was in Tommy Boy. Wait, at the end of Tommy Boy, he's actually pretty good. Yesterday's promotion is not today's promotion. Imagine I go to work for Lund Racing. I then don't tune. I then actually, the tunes that I do send are trash. I blow up people's cars. I enjoy the perks of working at Lund Racing, having access to their tunes, access to vehicles. I go out there and joyride my ass off. And after 2 years, Lund goes, you're doing a great job. After 2 years of blunder after blunder after blunder and poking the bear, that is Elon Musk, I go out there and go, I think I need a raise. And Lund Racing goes, I think you do too. I think you're doing phenomenal. Trashing the shit out of the company. What is wrong with people thinking that this guy's doing a good job? Go ahead, get it. And the thing is, he holds the keys to everything. He holds the keys to everything at Ford. So if you want Ford money, if you're like RTR, if you're like Roush, if you're anyone that's affiliated with Ford, even the smaller people like the people we deal with, you have to suck his dick. Like, you got to suck his dick. You got to be like, yeah, he's doing a great job. Because if you don't kiss the Ford ring, you're out. If you have centered your whole business structure around Ford, you're out. If you talk badly about Ford. I'm sure they say they don't watch this show, but I'm sure this show gets brought up once in a while. And simple, Ford. It's a very simple fix. So you have put in $3 billion at a loss of EV. All right, let's negotiate, Ford. You have people on your payroll that you pay to write favorable articles about. Gotcha. You have people that, subsidiaries and people that are affiliated with you that suck your dick nonstop, and it's all great. But then there's this one Puerto Rican guy, West Palm, doesn't have a big channel, 60,000 or so subs. But for some reason, the channel is pretty influential because of the tuning, the straightforwardness, the understanding of what's happening is pretty robust. Like, the guy kind of knows his shit, okay? Kind of. Wouldn't you pay him to shut up? It's not extortion. It's smart business. $2 million will do it. You could write that off on some bullshit, right? Hey, Alex, here's $2 million in a duffel bag. And shut the fuck up forever. Okay. It's called hush money. They won't do it. Should I stick with the stock clutch replacement FBO 350? Or go an aftermarket clutch like RST? That's a good one. You got E85 and it's full bolt-on. What does full bolt-on mean? Like, what does full bolt-on mean? Tell me what full bolt-on means. Headers and a cold air? Like, that's what you call full bolt-on? Stock clutch is fine. If that's what you call full bolt-on. Fully bolt-on is a blower because you bolt it on. Unless you weld it on. They're just judging him from media impressions and new programs, not the result of those things. They'll only mention that Maverick is selling. Ford sells one car now. 2, if you count the Ford GT. That's all you need to know. Failure, ball washers, exactly. Speed Up Garage knows what I'm talking about. You might get a call from Ford exec soon. They'd be super smart. They should be fully aware that maybe I'm a nobody. I get it. I'm a nobody. Nobody listens. I remember one guy was like, no, nobody at Ford listens to you. Wait, do you work at Ford? Yup. You listen to me. Alex, if I get a car to my lawn, would I be able to use HP tuners to go in and make additional? Fuck no, absolutely not. That'd be stupid. Why the fuck would we let you have our tune? You psycho? Why would we? This isn't a Chevy. This ain't no Camaro. This ain't no Corvette. It's Ford shit. There's a reason there's like one badass Ford tuner. One. We're not just going to give away. Oh, yeah, here you go. Just open it up. And guess what happens? Guess what happens, Five Blade? Let's say your car runs so good. So good. Damn, this car runs good. Who's tuning it? What are you going to say? Lund? Really? You're going to say that? You're going to go, oh, yeah, Lund tunes it. Sure. Yeah, Lund tunes it. Or are you going to say, I'm tuning it. You want it? I have it. Do you want the HPT file? Yeah, this thing was phenomenal. Sick. That'll be $600. Now you're King Dingling Tuner. We're good. Instead of paying you to shut up, they're trying to engineer you out of future business. Yes, but the thing is, my business, Alejandro Flores' business, is this. This is my business. I work for Lund Racing, and they tune. But this is my business. And if you do less of this at Lund, cooperation, I'm going to do more of this. So which one do you think affects their bottom line worse? You know, they really should think about it. Thank you, Harley. Speaking of E85 GT350s, are aftermarket injectors required for the Eon 350? No, sir. Sell those big, what's it here? Sell those tunes, big boy. Exactly. We did that in the Honda days, swapping files that people paid for. Just seen Looney Tunes car. And said that's all, folks. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm not trying to tune the car. I just don't want any lights. That's called tuning. That's called tuning. If you listen, there is a little test that HP Tuners gives you. In order to use their software, you cannot manipulate any emissions items. I repeat, in order for you to hit yes, I want to use your software to tune my vehicle, you have made an agreement with them that you will not manipulate any emissions items. That means turning off, bypassing, or doing anything to the tune so it doesn't report any emissions issues. That is literally an EPA violation. So let's say you get popped. You have our tune. You manipulated the tune, but at the end of the day, the EPA goes, the base file was sent to you by Lund. I think Lund's culpable. The tunes are locked. You will have lights. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the future where 5 years ago, everything was honky-dory, and now a check engine light is normal. Welcome to the future. Elections have consequences. All right, I'm out of here, guys. Give you a little bit of extra time talking to Mr. Five Blade. I'm going to be back on Tuesday, 8 o'clock for talking shit on this channel. Then at 9:30 on that same day, I'm going to go ahead and be on the dating channel. Thursday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get Alec Bledsoe from Late Model Performance on live so that you guys could ask him questions live. LT stuff, V3 stuff, tuning stuff. He does it all. But if you guys have specific questions, he's going to join in the chat for an hour on YDBT Daily. And that's something that we can do probably to other people if they want to be live and ask questions. Now, understand this. If I do that, I will not be able to get every question. I will miss questions It will not be a guarantee that if you pay for a question that I will get to your question. That's just how it is. So if we have him live, we'll see how it goes, and we'll talk a little bit with Mr. Alec Bledsoe on Thursday if he's available at 8 p.m. and then see how all that goes. And if it becomes a good back and forth thing, like we can have people live and then try to get some of the super chats answered, but there is no guarantee that I'll be able to get to your questions. But he agreed to it, so we'll see if we can do that with him, Brian Luna, and a whole bunch of other people that I want to have on again to kick off the racing season and talk some shit for a little bit for an hour. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good rest of your Sunday. If you're at Cars and Coffee, watch out for the sideshows. Probably going to happen. Have a good rest of your Sunday. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Bye.